Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are again with Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're gonna have some fun today. Yeah, I'm trying something new today for recording. I'm actually using Audacity to record my live comm, and hopefully that will allow me for better audio. At some point, I'm going to invest in a snowball mic, which will make my audio even better. Oh, come on with the checking network connection status. This is stupid. Can I just skip? No? Retrieving latest calibration? Come on. Come on. Forgot how stupid this was starting it up. No new information. Thank you! We're gonna start a new game. Because, again, I played it a little bit. They weren't kidding about it being different. Anyway, I'm shutting up for this cutscene.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
I love how pretty this opening cutscene is.
You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness.
And I think that's
Your
the
past,
dark sign
your
on our
future,
shoulder there. I'm
your
not sure.
very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than
There's
human.
a big-ass spider.
A thing that feeds on souls. A hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Those eyes. This is a very cool part of the cinematic too. I really like this. And I think these are the flame butterflies that we actually pick up throughout the game. Even though they're fireflies, but, I mean, based off this, it could be the flame butterflies. This is so cool. Oh look, it's the Death Eaters. I think these are actually supposed to be the Dark Wraiths from the first
Like
Dark
a
Souls.
moth drawn to a flame.
I don't know, maybe. It's all speculation at this
Your
point.
wings
FromSoft
will
doesn't tell us
burn in
anything.
anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
The fate of the undead. Like I said, it's such a pretty cutscene. I love it. At least the load times are a lot shorter in this game than they are in Bloodborne. I mean, Jesus Christ. And here we are, waking up in things betwixt. This game looks so much prettier on current gen. It looked pretty to begin with on PS3 and 360, but especially on PS4 and Xbox One. Man. Now, I'm wanting to go for a strength intelligence build for this character, but there's no real easy way to go about that, and I don't like that. I could always go for a quality build and dabble slightly with intelligence. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's some rusted coin, rather, that helps raise our item discovery. Yay! And we have these kobolds running around here. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys what happens when you attack a kobold. Everyone comes after you. Yeah, this was a mistake. Run to the old lady's house. What am I now? Okay, now I'm done. Yeah, they all come after you. Oh cool, they won't go over the bridge. That's awesome. Let's actually pick up this item over here. Small, smooth, and silky stone. We will actually be using that fairly soon. We're not going to mess with the ogre just yet. We're going to actually make our character first. And I have a name! Also, I also have a name.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you? You're finished.
You'll go hollow.
Yes,
You'll become one of them.
hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Oh, I'll tell you my name. We are Ken Igget. For those of you who don't know what that's a reference to, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
At least you know your own name.
Of course I know my own name. Who do you think I am?
Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
And I actually don't care too much about what my character looks like. But, broken straight sword? I got a broken straight sword. Huh. Ooh, that sucks. Okay. I guess... Yeah, I guess we'll go with the knight. And grab some healing wares, because that's the best for, that's the best for what we're wanting, actually. Black hair. Yeah, let's give him a full beard. Not that big. Alright. Ken Igget the Knight. And this is our true self.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
You shut up.
Well, you never know.
Stop laughing at me. Stop it.
Go through the door and trot along to the key.
Didn't you tell me what to do?
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
And that's FromSoft making a jab at us players, knowing we're going to die because this is Dark Souls. So, yeah, at least FromSoft knows how to joke with us. Okay, now that that's over, up these stairs, and grab, I think, an effigy up here. Can't remember. Yeah, a human effigy. Do I not have a shield? Huh, okay, guess I just have a broadsword. Whatever, that's fine. Wield it in 2 hands, and we're gonna try to fight an ogre. I don't see this going well for me, but we can try. Oh, here's all the kobolds. Are they gonna attack, or... I don't know. Are they running? Are they still pissed? Nope, they're not pissed. Okay. Oh, they are. Okay, well, whatever. I don't think they'll follow us back here, so let's fight the ogre. Now, this can go either really well or really bad. So, let's find out. Oh, okay, I could have sworn I rolled out of that, but whatever. God damn it. We're gonna try that again, because I really want to get the ring that he's guarding. Or holding, actually, rather. He's guarding a pine resin and holding a really good ring. So, we are going to try and kill him. I really, really want to. It's really, really worth it. I was so excited when I heard that they were re-releasing this for current gen. Because Dark Souls is one of my favorite series, and FromSoft has to be my favorite developer currently. And I don't know why I like Dark Souls so much. I guess I just like the setting and the medieval fantasy and all that. Pop a life gem. My blood stain, that doesn't matter. Let's try and bait him into sitting. They're very easy to kill if you can constantly bait them into doing their sit attack. Alright, there we go. That went a lot better that time. And here we have the stone ring, which is very, very useful, because, as we're about to see... Oh, good. The beloved ring of the gallant shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosa. Hits greatly reduce enemy poise. The effect may seem trivial, but for those who comprehend how critical it is to exploit a hole in enemy defenses, the significance of this ring will be clear. And this is actually a very, very powerful ring to have, because what it does is it allows you to hit harder against an enemy and reduce their poise. And poise is basically what prevents you or an enemy from being stun-locked. And that can be very helpful if you can stun-lock your enemy. The broadsword. Standard straight sword. This straight sword is sufficient in most respects and effective in most situations if wielded properly. Those who aspire to master the sword are certain to wield this at some point during their journey. And it's a decent starting set, but we can get a little bit of lore from the armor that we've actually got. Armor worn by the Volgan falconers. Domestic Volgan soldiers are infamously timid, so it is no wonder that this fierce band of mercenary falconers was hired to compensate. In practice, they serve as bodyguards for the affluent elite, and they serve well, such that nobody dares scrutinize their backgrounds. So, basically, the knight class that we start off with is a mercenary, is what I gathered from that. We might not actually be a mercenary, but chances are, at least I feel, that we are in fact a mercenary who has gone undead and made their way to Drangleic. I don't know if there's any lore on the starting equipment we had, actually. Let's check that out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Traveler's Tunic. Won't provide much in the way of protection. The cursed souls who wander the lands have a strange way of ending up here, as if drawn from afar by some force. The force mentioned is likely the Curse of the Undead, and it basically calls the undead to a certain place, like how in Dark Souls 1 the undead were called to Lordran to lift the curse or find some sort of way to make peace with themselves. And I don't know, I think Drangleic and Lordran are very much alike in some respects, but at the same time they are very radically different. And yeah, let's light our torch. There's no point to actually lighting all of these sconces around this area. God damn. I prefer to just make the place seem a little more cheery. And I can't believe I just died there. You will see a lot of stupid deaths from me. You will see a lot of deaths in general from me. That was so stupid. I'm sorry, guys. Light torch. Let's take it a little slower this time, I guess. Okay. So. And in the original Dark Souls 2, we could get over to that beach over there and fight a couple ogres, and actually go back to that house and talk to the housekeeper, and she'd give us an item and some human effigies. But in Scholar of the First Sin, the way is blocked by this statue. and we could... Oh! Ooh. I almost did the same thing. Anyway, we can remove that statue by getting an item known as the Fragrant Branch of Yore, which is a single-use item, but there are multiple of them in-game, and it will allow us to remove that statue blocking our way and get through there. And from what I've heard, there is a new enemy back there who will be a nice surprise for players who didn't spoil it for themselves and accidentally read that. So, that's going to be a lot of fun when we go back there. Anyway, we're going throughout the entirety of this area. Yeah, there's the beach there, and you can see the ogre from before right there. And let's get a backstab on this guy. Yep. But, we're gonna go over there eventually. I don't think we're gonna go over there as soon as we get the first branch of Yore, because I have an NPC that I would really rather free before that. The NPC in question is Strayed of Olafis, and I like Strayed a lot. He's a lot of fun. He's a real character. And in our offhand, we're gonna have a dagger. Because, why not? Ah, damn it. Get the backstab. Why can't I backstab? Can you only backstab with the main hand? Huh, I guess so. Unless I two-handed, right? Ah, whatever. Screw it. Torch. I'm sorry, I just really want to light all of these. Now we're actually making good time. This should go okay. The video might run a little longer than half an hour this time, but that's because we're going to adventure as much as we can through Majula. We're going to join a covenant that's going to help us and hurt us, but whatever, that's beside the point. Light and roll. Damn. Roll. Jumping attack. Stab. Drop something for me? No? Nothing to drop up for me? There you go. Life jam. Right. Is there a torch here? Nothing? No, there's not another torch. Okay. Through the mist. And here is where we're about to use our small, smooth, and silky stone. And we are going to drop it with the crows here, who we can actually, we can trade with. Oh, because I equipped it, I can't, drop it. And leave. Always pick leave, not discard. Because if you pick discard, you lose it. And let's see what they gave us in return. An amber herb. Okay, that's not so bad, actually. I will take it. Alright, and let's drop down to this item. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. And these are hard souls, as I like to call them, and I think most of the community does. They are souls that are not added to your total until you choose to use the item, which is very useful for if you find yourself a couple hundred or a couple thousand souls short of leveling up or buying an item. So they can be very useful for you in that matter, and I very much recommend not using them until you actually need to level up or buy something, because if you use them and you die, you just wasted those souls. Like, if you die and you can't manage to make it back in time, those souls are gone, and you could have had them for later when you did need them. Oh, what's our jump set to? Actually, let's check. Jump is set to circle. Okay, good. In Dark Souls 2, they changed the jump mechanic to you had to hit L3 while you were sprinting. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer the Dark Souls 1 style of releasing the sprint button and then tapping it again very quickly to jump. I'm a much bigger fan of that. So that's what we're going to be using. And down here, we see an enemy that we can do a plunging attack on. And plunging attacks are very useful if you're above an enemy. You can do much more damage than you normally would, and you normally stun lock them when you manage to pull it off. So it's very, very beneficial to pull off a plunging attack when and if you can. We got a cracked red eye orb there. I don't really plan to be doing much invading, so we're going to sell that as soon as we can. It's a little extra souls, and well, I'm not going to be using it, so why the hell not? Oh, I should have kept my torch out. Oh well. But down here we can actually see into the area that's blocked off, and there's basilisks this time around. They weren't here in the original Dark Souls 2, and it also explains the placement of this statue right here. Those basilisks can... Oh, God, I almost fell again. Anyway, those basilisks can petrify a player, killing them outright, and I don't think it cuts your health in half this time around. It might, I'm not entirely sure, but it kills you immediately, and I think you have to use a fragrant branch of yore to actually get out of it. Anyway, we're here in Majula, we are out of the caves, and look at that sunset, we just gotta leave a message to people. So, what we are going to do is... I think it's musings, actually. Yep, there we go. Praise the sun. That's right, I'm a sun bro, and if you don't like it, well, you can get out. I hope people got that reference. Hopefully. If not, well, that's just fine, but it's a South Park reference. Drop down here, and we are going to grab the Morning Star and the Cleric's Sacred Chime, which, those are the starting class items for the Cleric class. We also grab the binoculars there, which are useful for casting sorceries and miracles from afar, but they're not going to be of much use to us anytime soon. Actually, let's see, can I don't have enough strength to equip it yet, but we can read up on it. A club fitted with a spiked head. The spikes of this blunt weapon cause bleeding, normally wielded by clerics, but clearly intended to draw blood. And the Cleric's Sacred Chime. Most clerics receive this as their first Sacred Chime, a catalyst for miracles and hexes. To use miracles, equip a Sacred Chime and attune a miracle at a bonfire. The strength of most miracles is affected by the caster's faith. And, I think it's interesting that they note that Morning Stars are normally wielded by clerics, but they're clearly intended to draw blood. And clerics are, I would think they're generally pacifistic, in my opinion. Anyway, we're going to end the video off here with us joining the Company of Champions, and then we're going to explore the rest of Majula and head towards the Forest of Fallen Giants in the next one. So, join the Covenant here, and that is the end of this episode. This is MrDrProfGamer, signing off.